Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live and in effect. Hope everybody can see me here. Yes, indeed. We're going to be taking a look at the prices for gold and silver as they will open up here momentarily in Asia. Yes, indeed. All right, very, very good. And I've been having to do this a little bit different this time. So bear with me here as I can't see the chat side here. Let's see. Um, where are we at? Let's see what's going here. I'm going to see this here. All right, we got some people in here. Hello, welcome, guys. All right, welcome. Glad you are here tonight. Good crowd in so far this afternoon, evening here, live and in effect. All right, we are going to be checking out and seeing what's going to be happening with the markets as they open up. You have a lot of things going on with, especially what's been going with the Evergrande. Will that have an effect on the prices opening up since it is in China, right? It's in China. What's going on in China, and will it stay in China? Was there a bailout? I've heard talk of a bailout. So we shall see what happens. Very good. All right, let's get back here and see what's going on. Slayer Stacker's here. Terry says, I sound different. I went through puberty. What do you think about that? Yes, indeed. Puberty, indeed. Let me slurp our way into the maelstrom of madness here. Ah, yes, indeed. Does that slurp sound different too? Ah, very good. Upwards trend is Silver Scientist prediction. We'll find out if that's the case. Let's see here. I want to see if I can do this here real quick. Let us figure this out. I need to try to find a way to do. I'm using a slightly different thing here. I'm going to try to find a way to do this here. Let's see here. Where are we at? Try to find a larger room. Yeah, I'm in a different place right now, and I'm trying to figure this out here. Try to share the other screen because we're going to come back to the comments here momentarily, but we're going to look at the markets as well because I want to respond to some of these comments as well. So let me figure this out here. All right, let's get to. It's not the best way to do this. Not very convenient. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Let's see. And so there's where the markets are, and they have now opened up in Asia. Now, guys, look at there. In Asia, they are opened up, and look where the prices are now. Right out of the starting gate, gold is actually up, and silver is down 11 cents. Gold is up $7.40, and silver is down 11 cents. That widens the gold to silver ratio to now above 78. It was 77 and change before, but now it is at 78.20. So there's where those are at. Indeed. So there we go. Let's see here. Welcome, guys. All right. Welcome. We got Savage Stacker is here. Gold Maple is here. Welcome. Colonic Stacker is here. All right. So there we go. So there that is. For me to get back to these comments, I'm going to have to. I don't know why this thing will not let me switch over very easily, but it does not let me do it. So we may not get the channel comments tonight. I don't know. We might try a little bit, but there's where the markets are. It's pretty crazy. We'll stay here on this with the markets, and then I may have to make a switch over to get the comments back up. But we will make a transition here. But look at that. Now look at that. Everything is reversed now. Crazy. Now gold is down 40 cents and silver is up 2 cents. You know, whenever the markets open, it seems like they are very iffy, very maybe a little glitchy at the very beginning. It does take a few minutes for the markets to open. And I think probably that's what has happened. The very beginning, sometimes they glitch out a little bit, but we can see that indeed gold is down 40 cents and silver is up 2 cents. And now the ratio is 78.08. Look at that. And platinum and palladium are both up slightly as well. So that's pretty interesting stuff. Indeed. Welcome. Good to see Mark B is here. We've got the Treasure Seeker is here. And we have Dove Season is here. Gold Maple is here. Good crowd here tonight. Indeed. All right. Let's see here. And Silver Wolverine is here too. Silver Wolverine. Welcome, guys. All right. Very good. Let's see here. And Kevin Nugent is here. So there we go. So what do you guys think? There's where the markets are now out of the starting gate. And we are going to probably come back to and respond to some of these comments. As now silver's now down to just 1 cent above. 1 cent above out of the starting gate. And gold is down 80 cents. All right. So just kind of a crazy time here. The markets are just kind of just hanging out here. Not a lot of news from Evergrande, assuming they got bailed out. And so, but this would be the market watch to watch, especially in 30 days if they don't get that pay off that if they're going to default on that payment. But the thing is more likely they will get bailed out by then, if it's not already done already. I've heard some talk that might be the case. So let's see here. Yeah, markets are horrible. They're just kind of hanging in there. All right, very good. And let's see here. I am going to, let's see here. What if I do this? Nope, I've got to. All right, I'm going to tackle some comments now, guys. We see where the markets are there, which means that I've got to do this a little different way here to make this happen, but we'll make it happen here. And let's get into some channel comments and get into some of this stuff. Very good. All right. Gunmetal Blue from 6 months ago on why is there no gold squeeze? Why is June 28th, 2021 so important? That was about the Basel III stuff here. He says, something evil comes this way when the banks hoard it, but yet no one talks about it. Isn't it funny that the general population often uses terms like gold standard, good as gold, or gold mine? There's some dumbed down by this mainstream media and our government. They say they just think it just goes around your neck or finger to look pretty, not knowing it's so much more than that. It's real money. Yet we go out in society and see things painted gold, pictures of gold in movies, images all over casinos, taken very loosely, almost like a joke. That's right, exactly. And not only that, but we also see it even tied to our financial institutions, the gold standard, gold credit cards, platinum credit cards. Now they've gone to sapphire credit cards, but I digress. You're right. Private Pilot, the Bank of International Settlements, is a shady organization. I don't trust any decision they make. All right. Yeah, we hear a lot of positive stuff because they've recognized it as a tier one asset, but do we really trust them too? I mean, they are the central bank of central bankers, and most of us don't have a lot of good things to say about central bankers, do we? Nonetheless, there is that. But I think that was a move that some people perceived that could have been some sort of agenda behind it. And Dale Sal, read Bloomstream mainstream news admitting bond market is in trouble, stocks down, metals set to climb. Things we saw now, them taking a little truth. Let's give her. All right. Thank you, Dale. Let's see here. Very good. And let's move on up the comment chain here. Okay. And Sterling Cannabis says, where will it end? I believe the total destruction of the central bank worldwide, followed by metals-backed currency produced by the Treasury. Yes. Yes. I wonder where it will end for sure. Gold and silver rise at the Fed statement points to inflation. So far, inflation is not transitory, is it? John De Liberto, our Federal Reserve note debt money currency is a satanic abomination. Silver, biblical and constitutional money. Make the dollar silver again. All right, very good. Yes, indeed. Thank you, John, for that. And It's hard for me to see your comments here. And by the way, I can't even tell if anybody sends a super chat. Let me know, because I don't think I'm going to be able to know if that happens. But let's see here. I apologize for that, but the way I'm not seeing these comments the way that I might have to. Let me see here. I might be able to do it this way. Let me see something here. I have to do that over here. Let's see here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I can see this. All right, let's see here. 133 views, 33 likes, 133,000 at 12:44 a.m. says Cosmic. Thank you, Cosmic. This thing is running a little bit slow, but we're getting it. We're getting it. And everything just takes time. Come on. There it goes. Finally. All right. Numismatic Stacker says, I hope metals soar. I'm not optimistic on 2021 prices. I feel I have overextended my investments in coins this year. I just started selling Morgans on Facebook groups since I feel like I'm profiting on those. Well, very good. Hey, yes, indeed. That's a good way to do it. And you know a lot about Morgan, so that would be a good thing to do to kind of make the metals work in your favor if you're so inclined. And I think that's wonderful. Very good, Numismatic Stacker. All right. And let's see here. Why isn't this one opening? All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? By the way, we have Brothers Bullion. Good to see Brothers Bullion is here. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm looking at an abbreviated form of the chat, so I'm not seeing. I'm going to try to be able to see this more clearly. Fred, Pitter Patter, Sal, come on. This is like tearing rear legs off grasshoppers, cruel and pointless macabre entertainment. The toolbox experience is better, which I have no idea what that means. Throw 10 ASCs in a toolbox, out in a barn away from rain, leave alone, then voila, toners. I don't pay premiums for toners. Any shade tree enthusiast can make them with cigar smoke. Yes, indeed, that's right. And yeah, no problem. That's relatively easy. It's something I wanted to do a little bit different. Yes, indeed, with this. All right. And on the shocking result, the Silver Eagle dissolved in salt for over a year. Yes, indeed. In the fishing and seawater world, we use zinc for electrolysis. I wonder what silver would do if placed where the zincs go. They're put all over exterior engine room and even the engine's water jackets. Interesting. Yes. Maybe that's why you don't see zinc really put together with silver. Maybe there's some reaction that happens there. I don't know. I have no clue. Okay. Oh, let's get to this. I'm going to try to pull this out here. And I'm going to do this here. Just a second here. So many tabs, so little time. Fred also says, the Bullion Repository Book of Bedtime Stories. I am the ghost of Abel Gable. Boo, boo, put your money upon my table, little Johnny. I am the ghost of Davy Crockett. My money's staying in me pockets. Yes, indeed. Staying in me pockets. Very good. Come on. There we are. All right. Now, let's see here. We got a good crowd here tonight. I'm trying to get where I can actually see you guys more appropriately, I think. Here. Let's see here. I don't know how this is going to actually translate here. I'm waiting for things to pop up over here on the side. And Tree Climber. She's a tough, salty lady. That she is, Tree Climber. Very tough, salty lady indeed. And you guys stay tuned. We're going to get back to the markets here momentarily. I'm going to capture some of these comments, and it takes a little longer for me to just go back and forth, unfortunately, to that tab to where you guys can see it. So we will get back there. All right, very good. Nice. All right. Hey, there's Brothers Bullion. All right, now we see it. I want to see if that super chat came through. Okay, it did come through over here. Thank you, Brothers Bullion, I appreciate that. Super chat, get yourself some cold medicine. All right, I must sound like I have a cold. I don't have the sniffles, but I got me a cold here. And that slurp sounds like a sniffle. Thank you, Brothers Bullion. You are the man. First super chat of the night. You are the man. Get myself some cold medicine there for old creepy Uncle Sal. Drink a bottle of cold medicine. Yes, indeed. I know. Well, Terry, yeah, there's a reason for it. It's not going to last long because I don't likes it. I do not likes it, Terry. Believe you me. But this is the only way I can do the market watch, sadly. But anyways, all right. Silver Lover says, Silver Lover, by the way, has been going back and watching some of these older videos too. Cash, coins, and bars, and $40,000 in cash. Oh, gold coins and bars, $40,000 in cash. He went back and watched that. Watched this video. It says it must be nice being your friend. Yeah, he was a nice friend. That friend was. I'm seeing all this stuff. It's pretty wild. Yes, indeed. Jeffrey Jackson says on the 2890 silver, the debt clock normalizes in an abnormal world. Jeffrey Jackson was first on this video, and he says, wow, all right. Yes, indeed. Wow, indeed. Thank you, Jeffrey Jackson. You are the man. All right, where are we at here? And let's see here. By the way, Dissident Aggressor is here. Welcome to DA. Check out Dissident Aggressor's channel too. He posts some cool videos. Yes, indeed. He has I think he does a Sunday morning Bible study, and he does some good stuff for his work and also coins and stuff too. Great guy. We love Dissident Aggressor over here. Wayne Burbrink says that's a lot of loot. Yes, a lot of loot. A lot of stuff there, Wayne. You're right on that. Yes, indeed. So let's do this, and then let's find a way to get over here to this side and see if we can get into the Thunderdome. Not the Thunderdome. And where are we at? And find a way to stop this. So we can. I'm going to stop this. This is a big production now. This is a huge production. Just to share another screen is a huge production here. But we make it happen. There we are. Let's take a look at the markets now, folks. What have the markets done now in the past few minutes? Well, not a lot, but enough to let us know that all the metals are in positive territory. They're in positive territory, which means they're in slurp territory. Look at that, guys. The markets are up. Gold is up a dime. Silver is up 2 cents. Platinum is up $2. But palladium has dropped $7. Oh my. That's just it. It's almost a 2-to-1 ratio between platinum and palladium. I'm kind of watching those metals carefully because I think we might start to see those flip a little bit, where palladium might actually become cheaper than platinum in due course. And I believe that's going to happen with really more of platinum rising than palladium dropping, although I think palladium will drop as well. But let us refresh these markets one more time. And let's slurp one more time as we await the markets there. Let's see what we have there. Look at that. And not a lot of activity, but up in positive territory. Up in positive territory. Yes, indeed. And James O'Neill Brown is here. Got reanimated by Invasion of the Body Snappers. Yes, indeed. I don't sound that abnormal, do I? What's going on here? What do you guys, you know what I'm saying? With the real Sal, son of a motherless goat. What a stranger that he did. What did he do with Sal? Do I sound that horrible? This is a fake Sal? I have to listen to the replay of this. Let me see if I can listen to this right now. Invasion of the Body Snappers. Yes, indeed. I don't sound that abnormal, do I? Yeah, it's a different microphone. It sounds echoey, but I'm actually fairly close to the microphone. But it is still me. It is still. Do you hear the real me? Do you? Do you? All right, let's see. I'm going to see what notifications. You can't see this screen. I'm watching you on this screen, but you can't see it. Yeah, all right. And, okay. Live for Silver Week start. Oh man, look at that. Hoosier Stacker is here. Hoosier Stacker, who has been a channel member for 11 months. Wow, channel Hoosier Stacker, welcome. Good to see you. Celebrating 11 months as a channel member. You guys check out the Hoosier Stacker channel, by the way. He is going to be coming very close here to 700 subscribers soon here. And check him out. We want to try to get him up to that point. And I need to, oh yes, I need to gargle with silver salt water. That's right, 2 is 1. That's what I need to do. That's for sure. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, audio just sounds slightly different, but you can still hear me okay. All right, thank you so much. And Bill457 is here. We've got the Savage Stacker is here. Savage, the one and the only. Yes, indeed. Happy Sunday to the Commander Magno. So there's where the markets are. The markets are there, slightly up all around, but not much to write home about. However, in these days, you don't really need to write home about anything. You can just send an email. It can go anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to go home. So I think that saying is probably outdated. All right, let me pull this here, and I'm going to try to see if I can do this a different way. All right. Nope, there's no way to do this a different way. This is insane. I just have to do this. All right, so here we go. All right, back to the front. Back to the front. Here we go. Silver Surfer says, thumbs up and algorithm food. Thank you, Silver Surfer. You are the man. I appreciate that. If we wait like 5 years to get this thing to happen. Man, insane in the membrane. And we have got that comment posting one of these days. Jeffrey Jackson, very kind of you, says, good morning, Sal. Happy Sunday to you. Good morning, Jeffrey Jackson. Good to see you, sir. My friend, thank you so much for coming on and watching this video from this morning. And we have an algorithmic greetings from my kitten is a black belt above here. He says, what's up? All right, very good. Thank you. My kitten is a black belt. Okay, all right, let's do this. FNAF fan says palladium used to be nearly $3,000 an ounce. Now it's $2,000. Yes, it has pulled back dramatically, lost a third of its value, and that's just it. That's why I call it a fringe precious metal. It is a risky venture, and it is precious and it is a metal, but it is a certainly a risky venture indeed. Not a metal that you want to put money in if you want to preserve your wealth, that's for sure. But if you want to speculate, hey, nothing wrong with that. Just understand the risks that are involved. Jeffrey Bowen says, nothing matters when the goons manipulate the market. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jeffrey. I slurp in your honor. And move on up the comment chain here. We have got, where are we here? Let's see here. Silver Honda says, don't worry about the national debt. There's nothing we can do about it. Pay off personal debt like credit cards and put some cash into precious metals and 401k. Excellent advice. Although there is one little thing I will slightly differ from Silver Honda. I think we should be concerned about the national debt. And this is why we should pay off personal debt and credit cards. It's one of many reasons, but you're right. We really shouldn't worry about it, but I think that is concerning because really in the end, how is that going to work out for us? Probably not good overall, but you're right. There's not much we can do about it. So there's no reason to worry about it too much. We have some algorithm food from Martin Olson algorithm. So let's get that underway and appreciate that, Martin. All right. Let's move on up through here. Bear with me, guys. As I'm right here, I can't see what the chat side. Let's see what the chat side's saying here. There we go. All right. You guys are here. Thank you for being here, all of you. Welcome, guys. Yes, indeed. All right, let me get back up here. Platinum is somewhat of a speculative metal also. Yes, it is. but I think it's slightly more stable than palladium, I would say, but not by much. Angel Lawler says, thank you. Sex this, but even 1 ounce a month is good. Okay, I'm not sure. It must have been an auto typo or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but thank you, Angel. All right. Let's move on up the comment chain here further. Slowly but surely, we're getting here. We're going to get back to the markets here momentarily. A gas grill on this for the debt clock normalizing and why we can probably trust it. He says, always well explained, Sal. Thank you, gas grill. Yeah. So, you know, the thing, statistics is you can really, statistics can be really tinkered in such a way to say pretty much anything. And that's the problem with numbers, it seems like, and how data are compiled. Valentia says, I'm sure all the money printing will not have any consequences. It does not contribute to inflation. That's right. I think you're right. That's right. He's being obviously sarcastic with that comment. Thank you, Valencia. Appreciate that. And we're moving up further in this. We're going to do a few more of these and we'll get back to the markets and look at that. And then we'll see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm not seeing it now. Oh, Savage Stacker. Hey, Savage Stacker. Hey, man, I'm glad I checked back here. He says, for $10, next coffee's on me. Well, thank you, Savage. You are the man, brother. Thank you so much. I slurp in your general direction. Actually, I slurp in your specific direction. Thank you so much, Savage. You guys are great. All right. Social Security, Sal. Not a typo. Okay, thank you, Commander Magna. That was okay. That's what that meant. Social Security. Thank you. All right, let me get back to that. Let me read that again. That meant Social Security. Okay, thank you. Social Security. Social Security, but even 1 ounce a month is good. Okay, all right, very good. All right, let's see here. Moving on up here, we have got the dude abides. He says, imagine living in a world where silver is priced at quadruple digits. Let it sink in a bit. Great insights. Yes, well, indeed. In fact, you want to talk about triple digit silver, watch Silver Heist, the latest video. Pretty cool marketing ploy. Wait do you see what Silver Heist reveals about that? Triple digit silver is here now. Yes, you have to see his video to get that what that means. All right, and CCT, otherwise known as Cyber Curtain Twitcher. To me, it's easier to say Cyber Curtain Twitcher than it is to say CCT. But he says, thanks for the update, Sal. Thank you, CCT. I think he's with us tonight. The one and the only Cyber Curtain Twitcher. Yes, indeed. Twitching behind the curtain. Yes, indeed. There's Cyber Curtain. Appreciate that, brother. And Science says, hi, Steve. Yes, indeed. As long as we don't get blinded by it, we're good, right? Very good. Let's get to where we can do this. So slow. All right. And we're going to do maybe 2 more, and then we'll go look at the market. Stick with me, guys. We're going to get back there. Yes, indeed, we will. And let's see here. Oh, figures. Oh, I hate these things. We shall destroy this one. Spam. That's how we do it. Silver Stealer is here, and he says, I thought when you dipped your finger into the salt, it would dissolve your finger. I'm surprised the color changed and certainly destroyed the luster of the coin. It sure did. Yes, indeed. And it's essentially kind of dissolved the outer layer of the very thin outer layer of the coin there. But yes, indeed. All right. Covered in salt. And Nick says, Sal, this was very thoughtful and informative. This was very thoughtful and informative. I've seen the debt clock. However, I had no idea they had dollar to metal ratios and paper metal to physical metal ratios. Yes, thank you. Yeah. A lot of people get confused by that. So I do explain it in every video, but I think it's an important series that I do. I have a playlist in all of these videos about the debt clock and silver. And you can certainly tie it to gold as well too. But I think it's good to see and track it, and understanding now the year over year expenditures. You can see just how much money is spent year over year, or how much money is not spent but created in the M2 money supply. And that's really what it's about. All right, Gold Maple says, I think he's here tonight. He says, I don't even want to look at the debt clock. It's for the U.S. government to figure out. Nobody in Congress even raises the issue, and if they do, they get shut down. The credibility of the U.S. is receding with this continuous printing of money. This is not happening in just the U.S., but in all Western nations. That's for sure. It sure is. It's happening in Japan as well. We all have stupid leaders running all these countries, leaders who don't just care. Populations going out of control. These governments are just encouraging people to have babies, so they give larger baby checks. Most of these people are not working employees, are not working anymore, and these governments don't hold them accountable. Yep, it's really a sad state of affairs. We've gotten to this place in this country and many Western nations around the world. Modern monetary theory goes hand in hand with social justice and all these other things, and it's where it's shaping and destroying the family. It really is. We have policies ever since the Great Society that moved us to actually destroy the family. That's why you see a lot of this stuff that happens in these inner cities are occurring. The illegitimacy rate is up across all races, this country, but they're just crazy. And Gold Maple says having more babies leads to poverty. And and it does, and especially if you can't afford to do it, you should not. I don't think you should have kids you can't afford to have, because they are expensive. There's no question. They say to raise a child it's about $250,000, and that was a statistic it's probably 10 years old now. Likely it's with inflation it's much higher than that now, but I digress. Pretty crazy. All right, let's get up here. We'll get a few more, and we'll look at the markets. All right, we have got frozen screen here now. Crap, what happened here? There we go. Come on. All right, silver lover. Anyone wants to buy my silver because I'm willing to sell it for $2,809 per ounce? Just joking. Keep stacking, my friends. Good show. Thank you so much, silver lover. That was great. That was great. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay. Now, let me move heaven and earth really quickly here to get this stuff here. Let's see. We want to see. Um, all right, there we go. All right, very good. Okay, let's see. So, shout out again to Silver Lover. Let me see here. Silver Lover has been watching some of my older videos, like a few others have done as well, too, by the way. I've started watching some of the older videos on the channel, which is really cool. I appreciate you guys doing that. We need to get Terry to do that. I demand it. I really almost just demand it. All right, now look at this. The market is reacting, folks. Look at this. Silver is now up just 2 cents. No movement there. Gold is now down 50 cents. Gold is down 50 cents. Gold to silver ratio, silver to gold ratio is 78.08. Platinum is up $2. Palladium is down $3. Look at that, guys. What do you think about that? Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happening here. All right. You're the retard. Hello. Good to see you, sir. Plumber Stacker is here. Good to see Plumber Stacker. Yes, indeed. Welcome. You guys check out Plumber Stacker's channel. And he had his thing on the 25th, and I missed it. It's crazy, but yes, here this Plumber Stacker is here. What happened here? What is this thing here? Bear with me. Something went awry here. Come on. Can't get this. Ah, dang it. I can't get this thing. Shoot. Something freezing up on me here. Just bear with me, guys. So there's where the markets are. Pretty crazy world. But hey, you're going to get live streams like this where this type of thing just does not. All right. There we go. Now we're back in. There we go. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes. That's right. Hoosier Stacker's got silver bingo, so he needs your ball. So check out the Hoosier Stacker channel. And I wanted to ask how Plumber Stacker's thing went yesterday with the live stream live LCS auction that he had. Plumber Stacker had it yesterday at 3 p.m. By the way, Love Button is here. Good to see Love Button. Good to see you all. All right, very, very good. And Silver Heist is here. Hello, Silver Heist. We gave you a shout out earlier. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, Plumber Stacker gave a super chat. I missed it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Plumber Stacker. Appreciate that, brother. My thing has been slow here tonight, so bear with me. I can't even get to the bottom and seeing all this stuff like that. It's crazy times. Anyways, Heather is here. Hello, Heather. Good to see you. All right. Andy U is here. The Pitbull was in the house. Andy the Pitbull was in the house. Good to see you. All right. Number chat feature. Yes, I need. Yes. Okay, there he is. All right, very good. All right. You guys are great. Nice. Nice indeed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So there's where the markets are. Not a whole lot of activity here, but nonetheless, they are moving slightly, and the ratio is coming back closer to somewhat of reality between gold and silver. Let's get to the channel comments again and get back to this. Let me put this. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you guys for putting up with this. Sorry. It's a little bit different here. All right. Here we go. JNS says, the hardest thing to do is to unlearn something you've taken as a core belief. It's not that 1 ounce of silver or gold is necessarily more valuable, but the money we use to denominate everything in is worth much less. While real supply and demand plays a role in intrinsic value of everything, the price you pay now for gas, food, housing are almost all because of that dollar losing so much of its purchasing power. That's true. Exactly right. I agree with that. And of course, that flies in the face, especially silver, but even gold to some degree goes down while this is all happening. It shouldn't, right? But a lot of times those markets aren't tightly correlated. The timing of them aren't correlated. And that's a frustrating thing, which is why stacking requires patience. Patience is key, absolute key with the precious metals, both gold and silver. Alan Ledge, interesting use of the clock at 10 hours, 2 seconds, and 2 minutes equals 5. Look up the meaning on DuckDuckGo and be amazed. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to check that out sometime. Wow. Thank you, Alan. This is the clock in the thumbnail of this video. Thank you so much, Alan Ledge. All right, as we pull forward here. And let's see here. Can you guys hear me? Treasure Seeker says the sound cut out for the third time. Let's see. Sign up. Yeah. What about these audits? I didn't get a chance to look up more about what happened in Arizona with the hack that apparently happened there, but I don't know. But I'm not sure exactly what happens there. But anyways, hopefully the audio is still there. I'm hoping that you guys can still hear me. JM says sound has not cut out for me. Okay, good. All right, good. All right. Let's see here. Gold Maple says, what's also happening is prices rising, yet wages are not keeping pace with inflation. Wages are going up to a degree, but you're right. They're not really keeping up with inflation. That's for sure. They're rising to a degree, but not at the same level as inflation. And let's move ahead here. Come on, this thing just gets slow here. Here we go. All right. Avalanche 2 says the debt clock silver price is about as realistic as the Easter Bunny. It's a spurious correlation at best. Well, Avalanche, I actually talked about it. It's not the silver price. That is not the silver price. So I have a feeling Avalanche didn't watch the video. He's been on the channel long enough, and I hope he'll actually watch the video. But yes, that's not the silver price. All right, let's see here. And Slayer Stacker says, no matter how much silver I buy and stack, I feel like I can't get enough of it. Yeah, and I hear you, and that's just it. It's tough because I know where you're coming from. In fact, me, especially when I see other channels on here that literally have over several contracts worth of silver, I feel like, well, I don't have enough either. But really, in the end, I would encourage you to take stock of your silver and realize that you have a lot more than the average person, for sure. And maybe even some of the, depending on how long you've been stacking, you might be surprised how much you have. All right. Silver Honda says, if it wasn't for the stimulus money that Mrs. Silver Honda and I received earlier this year, we wouldn't be able to pay off one of our credit cards. Well, I'm glad you did. Well done, my friend. That is some great news that you're able to pay that credit card off. Very cool. Now you've got some extra money to put towards precious metals. And it's a great journey that Silver Honda has been on there for sure. All right. All right. Let me get back now to this here. We're going to now look at the markets again. Let me do one more comment, then we'll look at the markets. Well, we'll go past here. Let's heart that one. Go up here to dude. J Silver Bravo says, gold, silver, long-term food storage, water, medicine, anything you need for survival is what you should be stacking. Great video, Uncle Sal. Yes, indeed. It's good to be well diversified in your preparations, not only for financial reasons, but for the other aspects in case there's an emergency. Food, water, storage, protection, bullets, copper jacketed lead, those are metals as well to stack. Silver Lover says, good information, Sal. And again, he's been going back in and watching some of the old videos, just like Global Warmer has. Very nice, very cool. He's going back into the archives of the old videos. And it's fun to see these come up because I forgot some of these videos I recorded. It's like, wow. There was one video I recorded, gold and silver, what comes down must go up. He watched that one too. James O'Neill Brown says, thanks, Sal. Thank you for watching, my friend. James O'Neill. As I go through these things, this thing has really started to slow down. I'm going to have to reload this page. I might do that when I'm looking at the markets here. And Timothy Whittington says, thanks on this video as well. I appreciate that. Thank you, Timothy Whittington. Let's get this thing up here. Crazy. All right. Okay, come on. All right. Now, here we go, folks. Here we go. Let's see what the markets are doing now. Look at that. The markets are, well, they are. Gold is now down 60 cents. Silver is back up to 2 cents above. Very slight movement in both metals, but they are moving nonetheless. Very slightly, though. Gold to silver ratio is barely hanging on to 78. 78.06 now. And pretty wild movement there. So we've got that. Let's see what people are there. All right. Who's your stacker? 10 numbers from 1 to 75. Just email me. Okay, let's see. 10 numbers from, I'm trying to think of what that is. 10 numbers from 1 to 75. Okay. Hey, thank you, Plumber Stacker. He says, appreciate you, Sal. Always looking out for little guys. Thank you. You're awesome, Plumber. Appreciate you guys. You are awesome. Appreciate you being here. Silver Heist is here. You guys, you may remember my shout out to Silver Heist earlier. And enticing. If you want to see triple digit silver, you got to see Silver Heist's latest video. Yes, indeed. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Plumber Stacker. And thank you, Hoosier. 1 to 75. All right, let's see here. And yeah, I know I'm in the StreamYard stuff, which is not the best. Sorry. But we will get by. We will get. Wasn't that a Grateful Dead song? All right, let's see here. Oh, 1 to 75 is for the bingo numbers. Okay, yes, indeed. That's right. The bingo numbers. Yes, indeed. All right. I got an email friend. Sign up says my reverse proof still did not ship. Oh, man. Silver Wolverine is still waiting for his reverse proof. It better get there soon or Silver Wolverine's going to blow his top. We've got to get Silver Wolverine his reverse proof set. Man, I hope it gets to you soon, my friend. Mine's not going to be here for a while either. Stuck in. I can't blame the mint though. Now I can blame the postal service. But I hear you, brother. All right, let's see here now. What's going on here? What this thing is not shared? That thing should be sharing now. What's going on? Okay, I know what happened. There's a delay. All right, a lot of stuff happening here. I think I'm going to probably close this other tab. That's the only way I can do it because I can see if anything comes out through here on this side. I think that's going to help my performance a little better here. Because I'm behind on some of these chat comments too. Mark B is here still. Heather, you guys, thank you for putting up with me tonight. Slightly different evening here, but we are here live in effect. And let's get back to this other thing. Now we're going to go back in the channel comments here for a little bit longer here. Okay. All right. There we go. And now we've got this. Now we're going to get down to, because this thing was slow before, so I had to reload this page. So we're going to have to get back down and dirty to the where we dropped things off before, but we'll do it here. A slightly different Sunday night market watch. Not a lot of activity in the markets, by the way, tonight, which is probably fine. That's okay. That's how it rolls sometimes. By the way, I can see these prices on my end. If anything changes dramatically, I will certainly jump to that tab as quickly as I possibly can so that you can see it. Yes, indeed. Who do we have here tonight? We've got a lot of good folks. Fred is here. Hello, Fred. Good to see you. Location, location, location. Get out of coastal cities. Oh, yes, indeed. Get out of the coastal cities. All right. Okay, thank you. Treasure Seeker's got to head out. Julia's calling. Thank you, Treasure Seeker, for popping in tonight. He's probably already gone. Anyways, Viagra might improve my performance. That's right. No, that's one blue pill I don't need. I've already been red pilled, by the way. Just not been blue pilled yet. Thank goodness. All right. For Chef Boyardee. That's why. It's because of Chef Boyardee. All right. Let's get back down here to the danger zone of these comments. We've got to get near the bottom. We've got to be very close by. I just can't imagine it being that much more because we're not that much far away. Okay. Come on. Maybe we are far away. Okay, here we go. Justin Sartain, up for auction. That's right. The only legal 1933 St. God's gold coin went to auction and sold for a lot of money. Justin Sartain says they should authorize a permanent COMEX holiday, just so you know, no planes ever hit the Trade Center towers. Hit by a missile, not a plane. Okay, yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, traders taken down by the American government. Well, no more conspiracy fact for the Silver Chain. Okay. All right, Justin. Thank you. And let's see here. I'm within the COMEX holiday, by the way. Zephiel, seems like this website is saying silver 13.5% the value of gold. Yeah, if you look at that, by the way, that is certainly one way to look at it. Although I would say it's just amount of that's maybe one way to track value, maybe, is looking at that ratio between gold and silver on the debt clock. Yeah, interesting, Zephiel. Thank you. All right, Gold Maple. Nobody in government is really addressing the issues because many issues are multifaceted. You have an opioid epidemic, people abusing drugs. They have given up hope and finding jobs. People have cancer and other health problems who are not getting treated because healthcare industry is too focused on this COVID pandemic. Yes. All right. Now let's see here. B.R. Williams. By the end of the only metal you'll be able to purchase with debt notes will be the Chinese ASE. Yes, indeed. That sums it up. By the way, they already came out with a Type 2 ASE before in China before it was released here in the United States. Silver lover on this one. The gold and silver during a second Great Depression. The more I think about it, I think that we are at the brink of the depression, COVID-19, government printing money out of thin air, such political instability in our government, very few things along the way. I do not know how bad it's going to be, but it's going to be worse than 2008. It's just my personal thought. I think so too. We're still dealing with a lot of the same issues that brought on the crisis from 2007 and 2008. So I definitely see that as still a factor too, silver lover. And here, this precious metal crashed hard. And then the molecule called in on that one as well too. Talked to 4 LCS shops around my 180 miles area, and they are all staying away from rhodium. According to them, it's very high risk for them. And they're afraid that it would be sitting in their shops forever. That's right. Only very few people will take rhodium. I actually talked about that in my video series on rhodium, which you can check out on this very channel. Yes, that's right. You can have a whole playlist. All right. Thank you, 2 is 1. Thank you, 2 is 1, for being here. Appreciate you. 2 is 1 was here. He is the man. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Love button is still here, by the way. Heather is still here. All right. Very, very good. Where are we at? Let's move forward now to some of these other comments, and we will get back to the markets. We will get back to the markets. Gold Maple. We hear governments are spending, but spending on what? By the way, they can't spend it fast enough. They print it faster than they can spend it. Isn't that something? It's crazy. They say education and healthcare, but there's no concrete proof of this. School buildings continue to be run down. Students graduating from high school and universities who cannot spell healthcare, where there is a shortage of healthcare workers, nurses, despite schools graduating thousands across the country each year. That's just it. Throwing money at the problems isn't going to help the problems until you get to the root of the problems. Case in point, Washington, D.C. public school system for many years, they spent the most per capita per student per year, and had the worst education. So sometimes throwing money at a problem doesn't solve the problem. It's a good point, Gold Maple. Very good point. All right. We were told that your voice matters, but when you express on how you really feel, they shut down you publicly and also on social media. That's true, and that is an unfortunate situation. Everybody's voices should be heard. Many news media who argue for freedom of the press and the rights of free speech have removed their comment section on YouTube. Where the public cannot post comments. That's true. Yep, it's crazy. Sterling Cannabis. Silver fights infections. You need a drip. There you go. You need a drip. We need a drip of silver. Fight these infections. Indeed. All right. I need to slurp of coffee too to help other things happening here. Right. Okay. Very, very good. And we've got to this crappy spam comment, but we're going to go ahead and just get rid of right here. And not just right here, but we're going to do it right now. Exactly right. Let's see what the chat signs. Chat is saying some stuff over here. Hello, Morning Silver UFO. We have got MR is here. Slurp, slurp, slurp from Who's Your Stacker? Yes, indeed. That's how we roll. We slurp it and roll it. We roll that coffee into our tongue and slurp it. Hey, we've got HVAC Residential Basics is here. He's saying I would have gotten Oriental or oh no, that's Silver. Heist said that. All right, would someone please push love button's love button? Yes, indeed. Let's do it. Let's do it. Signature deep voice. Let's explore. Let's explore. Very good. All right. Let's get back to some more channel comments. Oops. We removed it. That's right. We got rid of it. All right. He also says, when they say freedom of speech, but you cannot say anything about certain groups, blacks, natives, women, transgender. You cannot say that media is not being fair and over promoting these groups at the expense of other groups. They shut you down and remove your comments. Well, that's right. Exactly. They call you racist, narcissistic if you say anything that doesn't meet their agenda. It's absolutely insane in the membrane. Daydreaming, says Nick. Yes, indeed. Daydreaming. Well, what is daydream? I don't know what you mean by that. The only thing I think of you mean by that is you think that I'm saying that silver is supposed to be $2,890 an ounce, when that's not at all what this video is saying or even hinting at. I explain it very clearly. But we always get some people who obviously or automatically think without watching the video that it's saying 28.90 or some crazy number, that's what this price of silver should be or could be or is or will be or whatever. Anyways, it's not what it's saying. Go Maple. All the Western countries are really screwed up. We're all moving. All the Western countries are moving further and further to the left. Sadly, that's what's happening. Hawkins, can we reverse the debt clock back 30 years and see what silver is worth? We actually have done some of that. And it was crazy. You go back in time, see what it was. But if you want to get an idea what it was a few years ago, there's a lot more. Check out the playlist on this topic. All right. Silver Lover, how much silver do you have to buy to be a silver stacker? It says here, according to my records, here's my list. 1 ounce is considered cheap. 0 ounce is considered cheap. 1 is a lost cause. 5 is a kid stacker. 25 ounces is a novice stacker. 50 ounces is an apprentice stacker. 100 ounces is a journeyman stacker. 500 ounces is a grizzled stacker. 1,000 ounces or anything above is a professional stacker. Simple as that. Okay, that's an interesting scale. Very interesting scale. Thank you, Silver Lover. Appreciate that. What category do you fall in for that? I'd be very curious to know. All right. Rocky Superstar says, good morning, Sal. Keep stacking. Thank you, sir. I'm going to try to keep doing that. Per your advice, Rocky Superstar. Very good. Let's move on up. We're getting about halfway through this screen. Then we're going to look at the markets again. Just bear with me, guys. We get a thumbs up from the Global Warmer, who has been very kind. He's actually been systematically going through all of the videos from the very beginning of this channel. So now he's somewhere stuck in 2015. But anyways, all right, very good. And we have got this comment from Don Tube. Says, clock doesn't show commercial banking fractional reserve money creation. I don't think the commercial banking fractional, they earn money, but they don't create it. I think that's the difference. Given another 10 to 1, maybe a fractional reserve creation to base money creation be $20,890. Am I correct about the clock? Well, it's 28.90 from what the is created by the Federal Reserve, but the fractional banking reserve money creation, commercial banks don't create money. Only the Federal Reserve Bank, which is a private institution, but they've been given authority by the government to do this. Keep stacking, says Silver Struck. All right. In fact, I'm more convinced than ever that the Federal Reserve status as being a private institution is merely a ploy. It's a front. The governors are appointed by presidents, but I digress. Blue. Silver Struck says, keep stacking. Will do. Thank you, sir. And Blue says, wow, Sal. Wow. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you watching that. Good to see you guys. We got a good crowd here tonight. Of course, this screen does not tell me how many people are watching the video. Oh, it says 120. Okay, very good. All right, thank you, guys. All right, Jamie Fox says, metal prices are more volatile than I thought when I started this journey. Yeah, they're pretty volatile. You're right, Jamie. So if you've not been stacking terribly long, you'll notice, especially in this day and age, that they are volatile. Indeed, they are. You are so right. All right. Where are we at? Gold Maple. I'm not picking on just the Western countries. Maybe the entire world is messed up. Yes, sure is. They sure are. I mean, there's a lot of nations that are certainly screwed up right now, for sure. The whole world is heading in the wrong direction in several different reasons. Not learning the lessons of history. Silver Surfer. Dang it, Sal. If I was a few years younger, I'd pick up my metal detector and move to the Australian gold fields. This country is getting ridiculous. I'll come back when the Democrats are office. Yes, I know. I hear you, brother. Oh, my goodness gracious. Although some will say that that Australia is getting a little bit crazy too, especially with the lockdowns. Some of these states pretty crazy. Japan is losing out to China and South Korea. And run by dumb leaders. Yeah, they've done a lot of this stuff. They've gone into negative interest rates there in Japan in past years. Negative interest rates. Tell you what, a little concerning. A little concerning. Silver when moon, says MDH. Yes, silver when moon. When will it go to the moon? I don't know. I'm not sure. One of these days, maybe. I don't know. Now, Australia's bankrupt too. They owe billions of dollars to China. Yeah, I'll tell you what, China's got their hands. Especially think they would like to have strategic assets and investments in Australia. Alan Colgrove, dip it and see the results. Yeah, I should try to dip that thing and see what happens. It's very interesting to see. But I didn't do it. I didn't weigh it either in this video. People said, didn't you weigh it, Sal? Well, I didn't even think about it because I know it's not enough there's not enough silver dissolved from the eagle to cause it to weigh any less, any measurable amount less, unless I had a big micro scale. But even those, there's going to be so much difference between eagles that it's going to be that sensitive that would be hardly an experiment to do. But nonetheless, Stephen Houston, Sal, whatever it is in the cup you were drinking, stop it. You're opening, you sound like a drunken sailor. Stephen, let me just answer that comment with this. That's coffee, my friend. And I tell you what, if I get inebriated off coffee and I sound like this, and hey, that's all right. I want to be a drunken sailor. All right, we will not talk about the Philippines for Gold Maple. All right. And let's see here. Where are we at with this? We've got good folks here. We got OG Brick 420. I watched a video yesterday where they are handing out free drugs in the streets of Vancouver in an effort to stop the accidental overdose of fentanyl-laced street product. Wow. You can't fix stupid, can you, with stupid? That's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard, OG Brick. Wow, that's crazy that they're doing that. Man, cocaine, heroin, and meth. Go figure. That's crazy. Wow. Somehow, why does that not surprise me, though? That's crazy. Insane in the membrane. All right, let's see here. Silver Patriot, FGNS. It is a sad thing to see. I feel bad for those who are not preparing for the impending doom the management of this country has us heading toward. That's true, especially when you hear stories like what's happening in Vancouver. That's probably just going to we're at the tip of the iceberg. It's not a good thing at all. That's for sure. Wow, that's crazy. Oh man! All right, let's get up here. Chinese money going in Africa and Europe. They are spending a lot of money in Africa for sure. In fact, there's a lot of money in Canada too. A lot of Chinese money in Canada. Oops. A lot of Chinese money in Canada. All right. Oh, let's see here. And we've got algorithm food from Sean Peters. Thank you, Sean. We're going to answer a few more of these comments. I'm going to get back and look at the markets here. Thank you guys for putting up with me. I usually go back and forth between the markets and comments at a much more rapid rate than this. But given this platform I'm on, it's a little bit tough to do. We're going to get there here just momentarily here. Here are the markets. What are the markets doing now? They are, look at this, guys. Gold has dropped slightly more, down $1.20. Actually, no, that might not. And silver is flat, up 0.02%. So maybe gold didn't drop much more. Maybe gold's about kind of where it was. 1749 and 50 cents. Silver is now flat at $22.49. Platinum is flat now, and palladium is down $1. Not a lot of activity. Let's actually look at the, this is about the time we look at the charts. Gold's chart is showing this. We can see kind of flat to down out of the starting gate. Not a lot of activity at all. We're looking at the bid price, by the way, and it is just kind of just sitting there, slightly down below 1750 in that movement. Look at that. Crazy. There is the bid price for gold. Now let's take a look and see what silver chart looked like. This is kind of eye-opening to kind of see what it's been doing over the last hour, to see this green line that we're watching. You see that silver kind of was kind of flat for a little bit of the beginning of the opening of the markets, and it just kind of jumped up and it worked its way back down just slightly. Yes, indeed. Down slightly for that market. All right, let's get back to the previous screen where I have our metals. So a lot of silver and platinum just hanging in there. Zero. Flatlined. Gold down a little bit. Palladium down a little bit. Let's get back to the channel comments. Let's see here. And let's see here. All right. America has to be very careful of China, that's for sure. China's taking over a lot of stuff. Buying businesses out everywhere. All right. And let's see here. Let's see. We've got Year of the Retard says, where's the gold to silver ratio? Used to be there. Not hard to calculate though. Yeah, and I think that somebody did. It's like 13 whatever percent or whatever, but I don't know. But yeah, you could calculate it. Go for it. But again, that may be a more realistic level of what it should be. I don't know. Let's see here. Richard Metcalf, great report, Sal. They can say it's normal. In 1933, the government used 2.8% of the GDP. Now the government takes 35% of it and climbing at an astronomical rate. Stack to protect your future. The limited federal government for our fathers framed has turned into a power-hungry machine. I can't help but wonder how the Dems and Republicans would handle a Rand Paul presidency, or even better, would be a Ron Paul presidency. But you're right, and that's just it. Our government has gotten so big that it's really the way that the government was set up and the Constitution was set up. It was to limit the powers of the federal government. Really, in a sense, we should be paying more in taxes to our state governments and less to the federal government. That's really the way it should be. In fact, most revenues that came into the federal government were basically based off of trade. Trade and through tariffs, essentially. All right, there you go. The matchsticks holding up my eyes are starting to bend. All right, thank you, CCT. Thank you so much for being here. You guys check out Cybercurrent Twitcher's channel. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you again so much. Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. All right, appreciate it. Have a good night. All right, Pure Gold says just add electricity. There you go. Shock that monkey. Don't shock the monkey. Yeah, talking heads. All right. All right, and Noah's Ark silver coins. Meaning Noah's Ark silver coins that I showed in an AppMex unboxing years ago. Silver Lover watched this whole video. I was thinking about getting a few of these. You still like them? I do, actually. I think they're pretty nice coins. I don't have all the size. They have a lot of different sizes of those coins, by the way, in silver. Pretty cool. All right, make it stop, Uncle Sal. Make it stop, says Mark B. and the dead clock. All right. Yes, indeed, we will do that. Let's move this here forward. Okay. And Vidal Cortez. On this video, mining suspended at Peru's largest silver mine from last week. Vidal Cortez says here, do you really think this country's economy will return to what it used to have? Wake up. Wake up call, Mr. Salivation. The 1% with all the money are, after turning profit after profit, walking the line, are crooked as the letter S, have cemented the beginning of the end of this empire. Actually, it's not the 1% that's causing the beginning and end of this empire. It's the government and leftist policies that will cause the end of this empire. It's the 1% actually that are what saves the country for their entrepreneurship, for making their lives better. You tell me that 1%er Steve Jobs did not help the vast majority of Americans by creating the iPhone. We do not demonize the 1%, that's for sure. You'll never see me do that on this channel. If silver and gold goes to a million today, tomorrow, next week, or next year, the game is over. And there isn't one country in the world who isn't happy to see us fail. Well, that's true. That's something I'm not looking for or hoping for. TH 2890 silver. Really? We can't even get gold there. Again, TH, I don't think actually watch this video. That's all right. All right, let's see here. And David Davis says, I'm at plus 50 ounces of silver this year and a 10th ounce of gold. I feel I can add another 50 ounces of silver and a quarter ounce of gold. Let's go. There you go. Yeah, every little bit helps for sure. Every little bit does help. Thank you so much. Let's see what the chat side's saying here. Sorry, guys, I'm not able to say hello to you guys as quickly as I used to. Peter Gabriel did shock the monkey. That's right, Lonnie. Thank you, Lonnie. And where are we at? Cyber shocked this monkey too. I tried 80 million votes for President Vegetable. That's a problem. That's right, with Josh, man. That is the problem. That's true. And that is a good point, the Josh, man, because we vote for these people, right? And so really it's we, in a sense, it doesn't go back to us. We get what we vote for. And that is problem. That is a problem. If there was 80 million people that voted for him, that's the problem, for sure. All right, let's see here. Misunderstood. Hey, friends, I'm going to, in lurk mode, I'm going to listen to Sal while I play around on Telegram. Hey, thank you, Misunderstood. I appreciate you being here very much. And again, I'm sorry if I'm not, if I missed some people who addressed me in the chat side. I've got this thing set up a little bit different tonight. I apologize for that. Love you guys all. Thank you so much. And all right. Okay. Okay, where are we at here? Should have waited. George, I may do another video showing. I may have to do another video to kind of show. That's not going to make much difference. But I may do that in due course as a follow-up to this. All right. Nick, these sort of headlines no longer attract me. Very boring. Well, Nick, my guess is you didn't watch the video either. In fact, I think you're new here. But I would encourage you, if you see a headline like this, watch the video, see what it's about. See, because it's about the dead clock, it's about the silver, and you're not going to really see it talked about in this way on any other channel. Not to to sidestep any other channel, that this channel is any better than the other channel, but I'm explaining what that number means, because sometimes that number is exploited by some analyst, and I'm giving sort of bringing it down to earth as far as what it means. Still alarming, by the way. And Chai Fields, interesting perspectives. Thank you so much. Yes, I do like to put a little different perspective on some things and what's talked about sometimes. That's kind of what it's about. Thank you so much, Chai Fields. And I'm going to probably refresh this page. And while I do that, I'm going to get over here and pop up another. And we're going to look at the prices. We're going to look at the prices again, all right? What are the spot prices for gold and silver? Well, you want to know, don't you? I do too. I want you to know that I want to know that you know that gold is now down $1.50, so not much movement there. Silver's up 1 cent, $22.50. And now for silver, palladium is down $1. Look at that. Down just $1. Not a lot of activity. Rhodium, no movement at all. Gold to silver ratio is at 78.07. 78.07, guys. What do you think about that? Let's see what the chat is saying. Doomsayer is here. Kamala will be worse if Biden goes down. She sure will be. Man, that's a scary thought to think about her as president. Yes, indeed. All right. Hello, B.R. Williams is here. Good to see you. All right. Turkey voted 75 times for Sleepy J. All right, there we go. All right, let's see here. And William Ellis is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Hello there, brethren. And there is a cistern here, as well as some brethren, a cistern. Not this type of thing. Not this. Not a cistern, but a cistern. Right? Cistern, is that right? Hello, there you go. There you go. That's right, Rocky Mountain Bar. His failure was making her the border czar. That's right, exactly. Very good. Good to see you guys. All right, let's get back here. So there's where the markets are. We're gonna try to wrap up these comments here, as this thing has now come to fruition here. I'm going to pull this down and get to the bottom of all this stuff like this. But I've got to share the screen, which I'm going to do right now. They don't make it easy, that's for sure, in this application. And get down to the bottom of this here. We've got to be getting close. We've got to be getting close. Crazy. Co's or so's. Forget the squeeze. It's covert organized manipulation by the financial institutions when the price is dropping. The metal cultists cry, but never when it's going up. Yes, never when it's going up. Right. Yeah, you don't see people get upset when the prices go up. They don't say there's manipulation when it goes up. That's right. Richard Carew says on this video, gold and silver will rise because of this special type of inflation. It's called deficit spending and printing pictures of dead presidents to pass around in lieu of actual money. And since the only value of the promise of the future taxes, and once we spend way more than we bring in, the result is way more paper money for the same stuff. The value of a metal is what we can do with it. Dead presidents are an IOU for more taxes. That's right. And that's it. It is a hidden tax when they print money like this. And that's kind of what he's saying there. It is a hidden tax. Northern Hillbilly says nothing about metal, everything about reality. People watch this video. COVID vaccines are weapons of mass destruction. All right. Actually, I don't want to read that because of what could potentially happen to the channel if I do that. I've already been warned about that, so I'm going to stop there. Thank you, Northern Hillbilly. Time Lord. It will rise like my blah on gold and silver. I'm the only prospector. Lockdown is efficated Earth. I'm just lucky. I'm on the dark side of the moon with a few rovers and aliens waiting for dihydrogen monoxide. That's right, Time Lord. Let's do the Time Lord again. JNS says, we can't know the true value of gold and silver because of the highly speculative nature of paper markets. The irony of gold and silver is that while physical supplies are shrinking, getting more expensive to mine, process, and most central bank treasuries, sometimes commercial banks, are stockpiling these metals. That's right. They sure are. So therefore, we should too. We should stockpile them. We broke the Perth Mint. They're all out of physical. All right, yeah, this from 6 months ago. Thank you, Havoc Short. But actually, I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was debunked. And now we're getting back up here. Gunmetal Blue says, Roosevelt should have gone to jail for what he did to our money in 1933. He demonetized our gold to cover up and enable the responsibility of the government spending. The same bonds along with Liberty had not only as real money with intrinsic value, but they are history when America was great. Indeed. Those are great coins. I encourage people to have those, to get those in your collections. Silver Lover says, Iron Age gold. What a find. With gold being that much old, does someone needs to report it to authority, or can a finder just cash it out the LCS? Just wondering if someone finds stuff like this in the States. Probably not. Well, I don't know. I don't know. There's good stuff. You'd probably want to get a specialist to look at it to make sure it's genuine or not. But yeah, very highly specialized. You obviously would need to get it authenticated for sure. CKS says, I took a screenshot in January of the debt clock. The debt to silver ratio was at 5124. That's right. In fact, CKS, you probably didn't even need to do that because if you looked at the playlist, I covered it when it was higher than that. I think it was 52 something or 5148 maybe. All right, Street Captain or Strat Captain 66. The debt clock proves COVID is a scam. The population ticks up one person every 30 seconds or so. So no way in the heck would that happen. There's a real pandemic killing millions of people. Once again, Ferdowsi and company are caught lying and cheating their way through the whole thing. All right. Thank you for your thoughts on that. And Dennis says, I'm a chemist who loves to metal detect. Zinc and steel pennies corrode a lot. Nickels are pretty bad in moist conditions. Bronze Indian heads hold up quite well. Copper nickel Indians corrode. I found pre-1865 Indians with corrosion holes. Silver typically digs up beautifully. Yes. All right. Indeed, it does. Very good. Richard Metcalf says, on the right resigning video, if they get the website straight, I'll be happy. James Dorman said it all. All right. Thank you so much. Who commented down earlier in that video. Very good. Thank you so much. We still got people here. Yes, they are here. Very good. Terry apparently wants somebody to slap her face for some reason. All right. Fauci literally means sicky. Look it up. Interesting. You read that. Wow. Hello, Coins A to Z. Good to see you. Welcome, guys. Oh, man. J6 with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, my friend. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. J6, $1.99 super chat. All right. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that so much. We're around looking to see if I've missed any other super chats. But you guys are great. Thank you so much for that. Super chat, indeed. All right. And let's see here. I want to do a test, by the way. I want to do a test with this system here. If Terry79 could super chat me $199.99, I'm going to see if it shows up, okay? Just as a test, Terry79. Can we make that happen? Let's see if it happens here, okay? I'm just curious, just for experimental purposes only, okay? Thank you so much, Terry79. All right, let's move on up here. We have got Jason O'Rafferty says, use the salt on food for a while. Why not? There you go. Should be still good, right? That's why let a good thing go to waste. Actually, I put the eagle back in the salt. The eagle has been salted once again, but I might take it out and do that. John Birkenschmeyer. I think a better gauge of silver price is how much it costs to mine on average, which is what is like $17, $18 an ounce. So at $22 is still profitable for miners. Yes. In fact, I think it's a little less than that. I've heard it anywhere between 14 to 16, but with inflation, it probably is 17 and 18. Thank you, John. All in mining costs is what that is. JM says, I also find it interesting and suspicious that the dollar to oil ratio is very close to where oil is trading. The ratio is 68.64 and the trading is 73.95. Yet gold and silver are trading only a fraction of their dollar ratio. Good point, JM. I think they're bargains. I really do. Especially silver is a bargain compared to where it really should be at this point. JM also says, there's a lot of info to digest on the US debt clock, but what I would encourage people to click on is a world debt clocks tab, and just to see that it's not an isolated situation with the US. Most countries are in a similar state of perpetual and unsustainable debt increases. There go. The reset is coming, because I think that's why they're doing it, and with reckless abandon, because they'll just reset everything. Richard P. Always go to the debt clock for some hopium, and the price of silver goes down. Yes, indeed. All right. And this is buying gold and silver is not crazy, but this is, why are some of the gold coins different colors? Purity. Yes, it is because of purity. Paul Moore. It is indeed because of the purity. Some are 91675, 22 karat, and that type of thing. Lilith, perhaps you could weigh it and see if the eagle loses weight over time. Well, likely Lilith, I didn't even think about it because it's probably not cool, but I might just need to do a follow-up video on this because a lot of people have asked that. So stay tuned for that. I think you're going to be disappointed, though, to see there that it's not going to have much of an effect. All right, very good. Hey, Joseph Contini is here. They're giving free jabs at St. Louis at the Rolling Stones concert. I did not hear that. Wow. Interesting. All right. Very, very good. And let's see here. Anybody? All right. MMA matchup. 72-year-old ZZ Top drummer Frank Beard versus any three male Democrat congressmen. I'm going to give it to the ZZ Top drummer Frank Beard. Yes. In fact, I would give it to the bass player who passed away against any three male Democrat congressmen. Yes, indeed. Hands down, he would win. All right, I don't know how many people have thumbed this video up, but I would encourage you to, let's see if we can get over 120 thumbs up on this live stream, as I can't see it, but I'm hoping you guys can make it happen. Very good. All right. Nice. Let's see here. Try again says day to day, week to week, hour to hour, break on through to the other side. Says try again. Thank you. Kyle Brooks says don't forget platinum. We never do, but this is about silver, and the platinum to paper ratio is not on there. My guess is it's not nearly as contorted, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. Let's see here. Where are we hit? All right, moving up here, we've got Justin Sartain. David J. Ryder is being blackmailed by the Chinese government. Ooh, I never know. Stranger things have happened. All right. Charles Calhoun says, get a real job. Stop hipping everybody. Okay, I don't know what hipping means, but all right. And let's get up here. You should have left them there for 10 years. I don't think they would be as, I don't think the public would be as patient, though, for 10 years in there. But hey, I could be wrong. Would this channel last another 10 years? I don't know. And there's many silver products selling out on online dealer. Silver Squeeze 3.0 could be. Very well could be. Yeah, crazy, crazy. Oh, where are we at now, guys? Oh, hey, we've got Who's Your Stacker? Thank you, Who's Your Stacker, heading out. Check your email. Good night. Thank you so much, Who's Your Stacker. I will do that here afterwards. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a wonderful evening. Who's Your Stacker? You guys check out his channel. Check out the Who's Your Stacker channel. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a good evening. Thank you, my friend. All right. Appreciate that. All right. Let's get back up here. Charles Calhoun, nobody at this point cares about your opinion. Actually, everybody does, Charles. Everybody who watches this video cares about the opinion. All right. You care, but nobody, maybe you shouldn't have even commented, but hey, that's all right. Let you have your comment, let you have your say there. Let your pig von Fukengruben. I bet those lines that appeared are artifacts of either extrusion or rolling process from when they made the blanks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You would think they would have still shown up in an uncirculated condition. It is strange, and just maybe it is. I don't know. Add some crap to it, you'll be okay. All right. That's what maybe. Maybe they should. Maybe you should smoke some crack, Charles Calhoun. Although your mom has told me last night that you like to wet the bed, but that's another story. We'll save that for another discussion. Giles Harbison, very interesting, Sal. Keep up the good work. Love from Australia. All good things to you. Thank you so much, Charles. Giles, appreciate that. And let's see here. Moments in trading. The price of silver is based on supply and demand. The price of silver is not related to cost or correlated by the U.S. debt levels. Cheers. That's right. That's it. It really isn't. The debt does not really matter, but but for those of us who stack, it's why we hold it. Really, no matter the price, because we understand that it means that it's going to continue to go up in price because of what they're doing by printing money. And let's see here. Carl Starr, have they tried turning the world economy off and on? Works for the internet. There you go. Just reboot it. Well, they are going to do that next, Carl Starr. It's called the Global Reset, which is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to essentially reset our currency system, which will essentially reset the economy. Coin collecting fund, drop the debt clock onto the like button, my friend. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. As girl, interesting, but not as dramatic as I would have liked. No, I know. I hear you. Yep. It would have been. I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't expecting anything to happen. So the fact that it did, I thought was kind of shocking. Spectacular. I like to see this under a microscope. NGC just graded this as a shipwreck coin. There you go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The Treasure Seeker says here, Sal is starting to get into crypto this week. Honestly, never thought I'd take that step. One thing that both hard metals and crypto have in common is that if both were at zero tomorrow, there's it all still there and still go up. I will keep stacking and we'll also keep rating, sharing, commenting. You can only subscribe once. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, the thing is I think if cryptos go to zero, more than likely people would abandon them, because essentially what are cryptos? They are essentially valued based off the energy it takes to produce them, or the blockchain behind them, which is a digital. It's all digital. So I think they would be abandoned as an NFT, non-fungible tangent, or whatever that is, NFT. But anyways, I digress. All right, let's see here. Oh, where are we at here? Matthew Titus. The chlorine ion interacts with silver to form silver chloride. The interaction is slow. The silver atom transfers its electron to hydrogen ion in water, and then forms hydrogen gas. It's a standard metallic reaction, except that this is extremely slow for silver. Gold would dissolve too, but that reaction would take centuries. This is why the salt water in the oceans are said to contain gold. Ah, interesting. Thank you. Pretty wild to think about it. Fascinating. We have literally cold coffee now. Burnished, that's right, too, is one burnished eagle. That's right, that is now a burnished eagle. And from above, I'm not a chemist and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I would have worn gloves. Also, why not weigh it before and after? Well, we know it weighs an ounce, and I knew it wasn't going to have that much effect. That what was dissolved in the salt was so little that it's not going to happen. But I may do a video to weigh it just to see, but more likely it's going to be an ounce. More likely it's going to be just an ounce. Dan, please tell us why our government is killing us with chemtrails. You have to talk to somebody else about that. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. All right. And by the way, that has nothing to do with this video. In 8 minutes and 48 seconds into this video, I've been wondering for the last couple of minutes if you weighed it before and now after. Yeah, and I'm going to probably have to do a video on this, as I probably, that was the last thing on my mind with this, because I just didn't think it was. In fact, I didn't think, even after pulling it out and seeing the results, that it's going to have any difference whatsoever. He said in his other comment about pitting, and now I have another thought, that it could be that the salt adhered to the surface, and therefore you have all these raised in line opposite of pitting. Like the structure of salt, have straight lines, but I'm thinking of pitting is the answer. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I may try to weigh it and see if it weighs more, maybe, in an ounce. But we'll see here. I'll have to do that experiment. I'll do that sometime. Stay tuned. We shall see. Let's refresh these comments one more time to see if anybody else has said anything about anything. And likely, even if it's 6 months old, we'll go ahead and answer it. And then we'll get back to the markets and see what the markets are doing. What are they telling us here? We'll find out here in just a moment here. Let's see here. As we move. There we go. Frederick. All right, we'll go down a little bit here and get some of these. We do have people here. I don't know how many thumbs up there are. I don't know. But if we can get 120 thumbs up on this video, that would be good. How many thumbs up do we have, people? I can't see it. I cannot see it. Let's see here. Anybody know? Okay. And the drug war today says Silver Squeeze Phase 2, Wall Street Silver. All other forms of social media besides YouTube are the same scam as Bitcoin, TSA, psychological operations meant to deny the will of humanity, he says. Thank you. In the war drug war today. And Robert McNarney, after everyone goes to cash and cash becomes worthless due to QE to infinity, they'll come back and undervalued precious metals, Bitcoin, and food. But there was still one problem. there won't be any left. Venezuela was 10 times wealthier than China at one point. In the recent past, now been robbed or killed, all your food, or paid $1.50 for a bushel of corn in Venezuela. Crazy what's going on there. It's absolutely nuts what's happening in Venezuela. We haven't heard much about what's going on there lately. And shudder to think. 117. All right. Try again says 106, though. Terry says 112. William Jelensky says 113. All right. Thank you, guys. Too many. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. All right. All right. Very good. Let's get a couple more of these comments here. Sterling Cannabis from 5 minutes ago. I'm watching you live as I leave this comment. Silver's going to $3,110 because of your last video. It's all your fault, Uncle Sal. All right. Thank you, Sterling Cannabis. We're here catching this. On the flip side of that, brother, Sterling Cannabis is the man. Appreciate that. Frederick Newcomb says, this is very interesting, Uncle Sal. Thanks for explaining this to us and about what's going on here. No problem. I thank you so much for watching. All right, very good. Now let's close this out. After that's done there, and then we will start and get to the markets. What are the markets telling us right now? They are, in effect, saying, hello, everybody. I'm down, but not out. Gold is down $1.40, 1749.80. Silver is flatlining, 22.49. Platinum is flatlined. Wow, look at that. Crazy. Palladium is down just $1. Not a lot of activity in the metals tonight. Not a lot of activity at all. Crazy to see. Well, that's the way it is, though. All right, Heather, take care. Thank you, Heather, for popping in tonight. I appreciate you. Have a good evening, Heather. All right. Yes, indeed. Heather was here. She was here. Very good. Thanks for hanging out with us. Number No Rush at Life says, I got 4 10-ounce bars from my local coin shop for $1,044. Wow, that's, man. Nicely done. 40 ounces. It's over a kilo. Not bad at all. Nevada is the silver state. It sure is. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. So there we go. So there we are. So we have now been streaming for over for a good long time tonight. Yes, indeed. Pretty good long time. So I think we're going to probably say good night here. But I appreciate you guys being here this evening. A multitude of gratitude and all that jazz. Yes, indeed. And we will definitely be seeing you soon. Well, let me answer this question. Tiki Man, what happened to the silver reproof sets? I don't know. Lately, some of them are being delayed, being shipped out. But others have been shipped out already. I've seen some videos on them already. We'll see. But you guys have a wonderful evening. We had a great night tonight. A multitude of gratitude to you all for being here. And I want to encourage you to keep your feet on the stars and keep your feet on the ground. Take care, all. Have a good night.